So, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, your borderman, NJ to the city with a number 2 in TO. Shout out God, Buzz once it's unashamed. So, Fame Cloud, that's something that I'm going to be focusing on in this video. So, once again, I've been making a lot of music, ladies and gentlemen, and I literally just released my One Republic Under God album that I would say is now on my Younglings Nation 3 SoundCloud. That's what it's on. If not all the songs are on my Younglings Nation 3 SoundCloud, but it also pops up under the playlist of my Younglings Nation SoundCloud. So just look up Younglings Nation, you'll find the One Republic Under God album. I'm very proud of that album for the God First most part. It definitely has a lot of great songs off of it. And I hope everybody learns something about our republic that is under God through the album. It's definitely, you could say, like a great American Dream album, if not a Pride of My Country 4th of July album coming in November. To an extent. But with Thanksgiving on the horizon, why not, give us all something more to be thankful about with, who God is and, the creator of the universe and our republic, especially with this previous election that still is very much undecided, depending on which news channel you listen to and or depending on what results you choose to, accept, etc. Like I've said before, I'm a independent conservative, black independent conservative. I see the good and bad in both sides, and I try what I can to stay as God first, neutral as I possibly can, and see where that takes us for the further advancement of all people, no matter who's running the country and so on. But indeed, One Republic Under God, a new album under my Younglings Nation SoundCloud, and I look forward to continuously going, not only putting, marketing that on T-shirts and sweaters, not only putting that, on there, but, doing what I can to just, again, make sure that that music makes the impact that it's supposed to in the community to better the situations in the streets, etc. Because one of the top things that you're going to hear in my song titled Too Sensitive, which is literally a song with no beat on it, so it's almost like a interlude to an extent, a no beat interlude or whatever you want to call it. Too sensitive, it's literally me telling people that, I hate to sound too sensitive, but I just want change in these streets. I just want change in society. I just want change in the world. And so I hope that people gravitate towards that the best way they're supposed to, along the way they're, the kind of the way they have to. They really want change in the streets. And other than that, I want people to totally understand that going forward, some of the measurements that I'm out for, not only is changing the streets, but I'm out here to protect the city because my name is NJ to the city. And with that being said, because my fame monster is bound to explode one day. And that's the thing that I want people to understand. I'm very famous around the Nocatee, Nice, Valley Ridge area, Ponte Vedra, Palm Valley area. I'm very famous around there, but I definitely am trying to reach this, movement around all the parts of St. Johns County, let alone all the parts of my hometown, Duval County, let alone my entire state, let alone the entire country, let alone God first, hopefully the entire world. So I can wrap the entire world in God's arms and we can all heal together and closer to Jesus as a family through the body of Christ, etc. And with that being said, the fame monster is definitely bound to explode. I'm thankful to God for everybody giving me the support, encouragement, and the love they've given me thus far over these years. I'll never forget it, and I'll always be thankful for it and always try to, build upon that. And I want people to totally understand that, I just realized had this epiphany because everybody that knows the real me, I'm famous with you, and so on and so on. I'm very thankful, again, you showered me with that love and that support and that encouragement because, once again, it's just reciprocated from the love, support, encouragement that I give you because we're all family through the body of Christ, right, etc. And it's the fact being I just had this epiphany that, as I go to other schools and they don't know me just, well just yet, as I go to different schools, yeah, that's my granddad in there sleeping, just to let you know. So I'm trying to make this video while he's in there napping, right now. But you got to realize, as I, try to bridge these gaps and spread this movement, cross country, let alone around the world, I have to, stop letting the fame go to my head a little bit sometimes where, to where it's like, because it's like saying, because everybody around Nocatee treats me like I'm famous, because I am. Because of that, I sometimes get surprised when I go to other areas of the city where they don't know me as well, let alone probably at all. And I kind of get a little bit sometimes surprised when they're not greeting me with the same, level of love and respect as people in Nocatee, do. But then I'm thinking to myself as well, because again, they don't know you that well or at all. But I've been there countless times before where, trust me, if you don't know me, just get to know me for like 5 minutes, if not 2 seconds, and you'll fall instantly in love with me. That's me. I'm NJ to the city, etc. So what that means is that I need to stop letting at times fame go to my head just because I'm at times so, driven to recapture that love that's been lost, from my family members at times. And I need to just, do what I can to not only continuously keep building the strongest brand that I can, but indeed grow with the base as we evolve, etc. And what that pretty much means is like, I approach every day for the most part like an average everyday Joe. Now, I do live life with confidence, that's a guarantee. But at the same time, for the most part, I live my life like an everyday Joe until I get around people that treat me like I'm famous, treat me like a celebrity. Because I am a celebrity. I got a lot of shirts coming that say NJ to the City is my favorite celebrity. NJ to the City is my favorite rapper. I love myself. So what am I living for if I don't love myself? Through Christ, which strengthens me, with the grace and the wisdom to make it. Grace and wisdom to make better decisions. You get the point. I don't really gotta go into a big excerpt of that. But the point is like keep my head on straight continuously with knowing that the brand is growing, the movement is moving, and don't trip when certain people don't know you right away because they're gonna know you anyway. Slash, they're gonna know you eventually. You just gotta introduce yourself to them, and people fall instantly in love with me. So that's what I'm saying. A part of it is, stop letting bits of the fame go to my head because I'm trying to recapture that love lost at times, and I need to, instead just, anchor it down with getting to know everybody, for the first time that doesn't know me yet, and see where we go with it, see where we go with it, see where we grow with it, and just let God do His work, as we move about the cabin together, because that's usually what it is. If you don't know me now, you'll know me later on. You will, and then you'll fall instantly in love with me, and you will be attached to the movement, and you'll want to build the brand with me, and we'll save more lives together, and we'll save more souls, most importantly, and so on and so on. And I keep saying to love me instantly because, ladies and gentlemen, I've been there where people didn't know me from a can of paint as I literally released a song on Younglings Nation SoundCloud. I've been there where people didn't know me from a can of paint, and then I instantly started talking, and they loved me instantly. I've been there where my words work magic. My lyrics are miracles, etc. I've been there where you didn't. I'm not joking. I've been there where people did not know me from a can of paint, and then they got to know me, and they instantly felt, felt like they knew me. They instantly fell in love with me. I just like using that phrase, don't I? Actually, no, it's actually true because they have. I've been there, ladies and gentlemen, where they didn't know me from a can of paint, and they instantly fell in love with me once I started talking, once I started being real, once I started being rational, once I started helping them like a genuine, humble human being. They fell in love with me. I've been there where I did not know people from a can of paint, and then rationally, when I started opening my mouth and doing my thing, excuse me, yeah. And started doing my thing, I started gathering more fame instantly. And again, let everybody know this brain isn't built around fame, 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 even though I talk about fame, 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 fame a lot. But it really is the fact, like the song says, that fame doesn't hurt me because it's off my whatever album that is that I dropped. Face of the Franchise album right here on this YouTube channel, Face of the Franchise. It's like that album, Face of the Franchise. People have to understand that, more importantly, fame doesn't hurt me. All fame does is expand my cause, and my cause is youth development. So I'm never going to stop supporting these kids. By God's grace, as long as He blesses me with life, a good name, image, and reputation around the community, I'm never going to stop supporting these kids. I am never. These kids are, I would say, my lifeline. These kids are my Jesus Christ, salvation, everything. And these kids are just phenomenal. They're amazing. They're so talented. They're so gifted. And whatever I can do to give them extra guidance, tutelage, wisdom, and support to do better in life, school, and sports, to love life, love living, love their friends, love their family, love the teachers, love their school, love their community, and take more pride in who God created them to be, I'm going to be that for them because I am their big brother, their role model and mentor. And depending what grade you're in, I'm your middle school mentor, etc. So that's a big part of what it is, you know. I know the Fame Monster is going to blow up more massively very, very soon. Why? Because when I get back to the city, I have stuff like the Protect the City program to cure violence in Jacksonville, Florida, and the hashtag Changing These Streets campaign to hashtag cure violence in Jacksonville, Florida. Let alone cure violence in any other parts of society that we need. Because this is garbage. You know, this is garbage to know where our crime rate is in Jacksonville. It really is disturbing. It's horrifying, and I don't like it. And I know that your boy isn't from there for no good reason. It's time for your boy to step up and see what your boy can do to indeed cure violence in the community and see what we can grow together as a family through the body of Christ. These are the reasons why I say that regardless, for better and for worse, I'm destined to, you know, dare I say, I mean, and some people will definitely disagree with this in terms of which Christian standpoint you want to take on this, because I understand that Christian rapper, I forgot what his name is, but that Christian rapper, I think Jason, I think, yeah, Jason, J-S-O-N, yeah, J and then S-O-N. I think he said it in his album titled Growing Pains, that God didn't make you for no money or to entertain. I heard that back in like 2012, 2011 off his Growing Pains album. Hey, I think he said specifically in the song, he said, God didn't make you for no money or to entertain, which makes sense, but at the same time, I can assure you, I'm still born for fame. I was still born for fame. You're not going to tell me I wasn't, you know, because everywhere I go, when I start opening my mouth and I start speaking, I start speaking wisdom, I start preaching the gospel, people erupt for me, let alone I start preaching school spirit. People erupt for me. People love me. People gravitate towards me, etc. I'm NJ to the city for a reason. So a big part of what that is, ladies and gentlemen, is I look forward to the Fame Monster blowing up around the city more vibrantly. And the point there, like I said, I'm going to have that blue check mark one of these days for many reasons. Number one, because of these social justice causes to cure gun violence, let alone because I'm way too opinionated about literally, if not everything, 9 times out of 10, everything I'm way too opinionated about. Especially debate me with sports about how my Jaguars stink this year and they intentionally tanked, saying that they wasn't tanking, but the record proves it. And then, our coach wants to blame Gardner Minshew, and Gardner Minshew, if you look at the highlights that kept us in all these games from the get-go. I love Jake Luton, but Jake Luton is definitely not flashing off anybody's screen right now, or at least his stats are not flashing like Gardner Minshew's did. When Gardner Minshew started last season. But you get the point. We're going to draft somebody. And I literally, if you follow me on Twitter, NJ to the City, I literally keep outlining this. I wish that we wasn't going to, I wish we didn't, I wish we wasn't. I wish we wasn't. But we have no other choice. You have Justin Fields, which every mock draft that I look at says we're drafting Justin Fields, and that makes me so angry or annoyed. Why? Because Garner's the same guy that got us 6 wins last year. But who am I kidding? He had a better supporting cast than this year. But still, Garner got us 6 games. He won us 6 games last year. And everybody's trying to treat him like he's chopped liver. He's not. He's still the man. He's still the face of the franchise. He's still Minshew Mania. Minshew Mania still lives in Jacksonville, whether you believe it or not. It just depends on whether he'll still be in Jacksonville, though, after this season. A big reason why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, is also because every mock draft says we're drafting Justin Fields. Justin Fields, if you ever watch this video, I love you, brother. I love you. I love Trevor Lawrence. I love Joe Burrow. I love Kyle Trask. I love you. I love you all. I love you, brother. I love you, Justin Fields. But I can't get excited about you coming to Jacksonville because I just love Gardner Minshew so much. Let alone I know that Gardner Minshew was not given a fair shot. This is supposed to be Gardner Minshew's team. I'm sorry. Justin Fields, that's why I can't get excited about you coming, because this is supposed to be Gardner Minshew's team. Okay? I love you, brother. Justin, if you ever watch this video, or any Justin fans watch this video, or anyone who ever cares about what I'm saying, I love you, brother. I love you, Justin. But the problem is, this is supposed to be Gardner's team. This was supposed to be Gardner's trial year. And then the Jaguars decided to sabotage him. And it's dumb. We're one of the youngest teams, if not the youngest team in the league, and we thought we could win games like that. I promise to God they sabotaged Garner, and I promise if someone, I can't even finish that sentence, but they sabotaged Garner. I can't get excited about Justin Fields coming because this is supposed to be Garner's team. That's why I cannot be excited. Garner's supposed to be our future, our face of the franchise. Minshew Mania lives on and lives strong in Jacksonville, Florida. That's why I cannot be excited about Justin Fields coming, because this is supposed to be God-NJ franchise. More coming soon, your boy, man. NJ to the city, y'all. Fame monster growing.